Alright, so I guess this is day 1 to me documenting my life. Took a really long time, and I have a lot of thoughts, but overall I had promised myself to really just step out and record myself more. And I was experimenting this with the gym, and each time it doesn't get any easier. The Gemini mind is like, okay, well, you know, I bother people, but then I'm like, okay, I need to take up space. But then I'm like, okay, wait, hold on. No, too many people are looking at me. And it just becomes a battle within myself. I want to go out into the street and either hold my camera with the tripod itself, or, you know, place it on the stand and do like a little quick outfit check. You know, I was sitting here for like maybe 20-30 minutes just looking at videos of like other people filming their day-to-day and in public. And I was like, okay, how do they do it? How do they do it? And, you know, I'm overthinking in my head, and it's just playing back. And then I thought, like, okay, I'm just here overthinking when I haven't actually gone to do it. And same thing as like my last video, nothing is gonna happen. And, you know, I'm the only one creating this scenario where people are probably staring at me. There's probably gonna be no one around. And if they are, they're probably gonna pass by and they're like, okay, and go about their day. But again, I'm the one creating the scenarios in my head and just overthinking everything. More than emotional, I'm getting in my way again, and it really sucks, because, you know, I would want the process to be easier, especially if I've done it before. Well, I actually haven't gone into the street and recorded myself before, but at the gym I told myself that it would be, you know, for me to get out of my shell and experiment with that before I experiment into going into public. And here I am, like a couple months later, and I still have that same anxiety. I kind of just want to document, because I feel like if I push myself to document this, and then I eventually have to show you guys that I'm able to do it and there's nothing wrong with it. But also for myself, because I can go back and say, wow, okay, like, you know, I grew so much, and now it's easy for me to do this. It's a piece of cake, and I really don't care about the other people. And that's really my goal. Like, it's just to document my day and cancel out the noise of other people. And already this talk makes me feel so much better, because I'm realizing it's deeply rooted in my own head. And that's why I made that last video, because, you know, it's just get up and do it. But there's something that like eventually stops you. Either it's the overthinking, and you kind of deem it as like nonsense. And I think instead of deeming it and throwing it to the back of your head as like nonsense and like denying that like that's actually something that you want to do, it becomes harder to do if you continue to do that. And it's like when people say, well, today's Valentine's Day. It's like when people say on Valentine's Day, oh, I don't care about love, I don't care about love. And then they watch other people and they're like, yeah, that must be nice. So I feel like that's consistently me. Like, I'm always watching other people and I'm like, wow, like, you know, I wish I had the balls to do that. And I do, but I'm just getting in my head. So we're gonna go. Oh my god, the sun went down, thank god. Alright, so I came to a little a street where there wasn't a lot of people, just to record and just kind of document the feelings I feel. I feel nervous, but I know if I don't do it, then I will never step out of my shell. It's nerve-wracking, but I hope I'm learning to just expose myself and not be afraid. Before getting here, I was so deeply in my head, and I was just kind of overthinking and overanalyzing how I was going to do it, how I was going to set up. And I almost didn't even set up and just went home, because I was so nervous. I understand that it'll be a passing feeling because the people that pass by don't know me and don't actually know what I'll be doing with this. So that brings me a little bit of peace. Bro, the way I already feel so much better because people are looking, but I mean, can't really do it. Recap, I feel more empowered and less scared now that I've actually done it, and people just look, but it's definitely all in your head.